Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional evening. Sorry for the lack of. We usually have a lot more energy today, but not. But it's been a long day. But we're still gonna make it do what it do, as they say. All right. So let me know if you got how you guys are doing. Let me know if you're alive and well and all that great stuff. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. The summer is coming to an end, so kids are back in school in a good part most of the country right now. I noticed the summer traffic is starting to die down. People are getting their last minute vacations in. Let me know in the comment section where you guys are going for your last minute vacations before the kiddos go back to school. If you have kids, are you excited for your kids to be going back to school? It's a great time in a lot of people's lives right now. All right, we're gonna keep it simple and to the point tonight, family. So we live in a time where a lot of people say African diaspora across the world are returning home to a lot of countries in Africa, whether it's Rwanda, whether it's Ghana, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's South Africa. People are Namibia, Gambia. People are going back to the roots of where their ancestors come from. And I find this to be very interesting. I can't actually myself cannot wait to go to Africa myself and to finally see it for myself and get my own perspective, and not have to just count on other people's perspectives. But another thing is that learning about a continent from its history and culture is one thing, but learning about the economics is another thing. And I was reading this article last month, and I've been meaning to talk about it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about this along with NFT artists, two of my favorite subject matters, and just go from there. But I'm going to go over the five richest people in Africa, because Africa actually does have billionaires and millionaires, despite what the media may put out there. That's why I would say, don't just go off of what the media says. Go off of what you say. Do your own homework, do your own research, question everything, and go from there. That's my mindset. So, number one richest person, and this person, goes without saying, he's worth 24.5 billion dollars. Aliko Dangote, who is from Nigeria. He is number one. All right. Aliko Dangote from Nigeria. All right. So Nigeria ranks number one when it comes to billionaire status. All right. And he got off to a great start back in 2022, adding about $950 million to his fortune since the year began. The Nigerian billionaire's wealth rose from following a year-to-date price increase in the shares of Dangote Cement place. Aliko Dangote owns Sub-Saharan Africa's biggest cement producer, Dangote Cement, which has revenue of $891.7 billion naira, which translates to $2.5 billion. And this is actually in 2019, and also has interest in sugar, salt, oil, filters, and packaged foods and whatnot. So, hey, keep up the great work, sir. It's nice to know that the richest person in Africa is actually of Black African descent. So, all right, Johan Rupert and family from South Africa, Caucasian male, nothing wrong with that. It's worth $8.96 billion. All right, he's ranked on the list. He's one of South Africa's best-known billionaires with shareholdings in large number of South African and international companies. Through Ramgrow, Rupert controls investments in the financial, healthcare, consumer products, industrial infrastructure, media, and sports industries. He also controls the world's largest luxury watchmaker, Financière Richemont, through the family trust. The Bellevue, Switzerland-based company's brands includes Jaeger, Le Coultre, and Cartier. I know I'm butchering those names, but I'm not a diamond guy, so I could care less. All right, number three, it's Nick Oppenheimer from South Africa, worth $8.36 billion. All right. Um, Mr. Oppenheimer is South Africa's second richest person with a net worth of $8.36 billion since the beginning of 2022. His net worth has increased over $2 million thanks to the reevaluation of his private equity firm. Lord have mercy. Sorry, y'all, my dog is trying to get buried in a blanket, so I had to assist him. Private equity assets held through Stockdale Street and Tana Africa Capital. Tana Africa recently exited its position in Regina, Egypt, second largest pasta manufacturer and the leading producer of Durham wheat flour. So keep up the great work, sir. Number three, all right, is what is this gentleman's name? Natie Kurish in South Africa. Seems like majority of the billionaires are in South Africa. Mr. Kurish's net worth has risen significantly in the last 2 weeks due to an increase in the value of his most valuable asset, Jetro Holdings. The majority of his wealth is derived from a 75% stake in Jetro Holdings, a New York-based conglomerate that manages two wholesale grocery businesses in the United States, according to Billionaires Africa. His 75% stake in Jetro Holdings account for 61% of his total wealth valuation, with the market value of his stake in the New York-based conglomerate presently valued at $4.8 billion. All right, keep up the great work. The last but not least, gentleman from Egypt, Nas- Nassif Sawiris. I'm probably butchering his name, but Nassif Sawiris. He's worth $6.70 billion, an Egyptian. So you got one in East Africa, you got one in West Africa, you got one in South Africa. So it's all good in the neighborhood. All right. He's the richest Egyptian person alive, obviously, and he owns 30% of OCI, a Jelen, Netherlands-based fertilizer producer, which was formed out of a demerger from his family, a demerger from his family's original business, Orascom's Construction. His other assets include 6% of the sportswear company Adidas and stake in La Farge Holcomb, the world's biggest cement maker and whatnot. So always remember, having assets and all that great stuff that can help you out at the same time as well. Having a little bit of ownership and not having to really do a lot of work, as I like to call it, making that passive income is a very, very, very beautiful thing. So keep up the great work out there. Like I said, that's the thing. A lot of times you don't hear about how many rich people actually reside in Africa. So, you know, and obviously money's not everything, but hey, to be a billionaire in Africa is a lot. It's like basically it's like being a trillionaire in America, in my personal opinion. But I just leave it at that. All right. So if you, to my people that live in Africa, to my expats that are going to Africa, to my people that are getting citizenship in Africa, keep up the great work. I know there's a lot of people who are making a lot of money moves over there, and and they're trying to do great things over there on the continent for the people there, and they're making connections with people over there. So I got nothing but love and respect for that. Real talk at the end of the day. All right. All right. So last but not least, and I'm actually glad I'm getting done early tonight because usually I'm running real late. I haven't got on this early in a minute. So I'm really happy about that. Make sure everything is squared away and good to go. But we're going to be talking about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. All right. Non-fungible tokens. It's been, the past 2 years, they've exploded, especially with the NFTs, the metaverse. It's just exploded all over the place. And for good or for worse, however you want to call it, I'm all for it. I'm all for various amounts of cryptocurrencies. I'm all for various amounts of you know, um, NFTs, the metaverse. It's making a lot of people rich. A lot of people are making a lot of money moves, whether it's celebrities, whether it's athletes, and whether it's just your regular Joe, your average Joe, as they say. You have a lot of talented people out here. And the one thing during the pandemic, a lot of these talented people were not able to make money, but they found out different ways to make money from a digital perspective, i.e., hence we were talking about the non-fungible tokens. All right, that's what we're talking about. And even though crypto's down, way down right now, there's still a lot of people buying crypto, like myself, like a kid in a candy store, because we know eventually it's going to go up again. One, excuse me, and two, we know it's going to be an opportunity to make some money moves in other specific areas. All right. Okay. So Elise Swoops, who does both Brooklyn and Chicago proud, because that's where she's from, is an artist that enjoys landscape work, usually featuring big city skylines like New York City or Atlanta. But according to her website, she uses water and light as a paintbrush. Snow turns into speckles, street lamps become glowing, and water droplets take on the abstract forms as she edits on the go using an array of mobile apps. But she's a 32-year-old New York-based mixed medium artist who has turned her non-fungible tokens (NFTs) into a side hustle of epic proportions, and it made her more than $200,000 richer. Now I have to commend her for that because that's what a lot of people had to do, especially during the pandemic. They had to find other different side hustles and whatnot because the world we knew before the pandemic is not the world that we're in now. Even if it seems like it is, it really isn't. And that's another thing that people just don't want to take into consideration. It really isn't. And it's not even just about people getting vax or people getting masks, all that stuff, or even catching anything. It's just a different world now. It's more digital now than ever before, and it's going to just intensify even more so. All right. Anyways, she so at the end of the day, Ellis Swoops, basically her first NFT sold for more than $17,000 back in March 2021, and she knew her life was going to change forever. She says, and that is it has ever and it has ever since then. It's definitely brought her a lot of opportunities, she stated. She said the good thing about NFT sales is that she doesn't just make money from the actual NFT itself, but she rather each time one of her NFTs gets to get resold, she makes a royalty between 10 to 15%. And that's the beautiful thing about NFTs if you can make it pop. Now, not everybody, at one time, they were selling like hotcakes. It slowed down a little bit, but you still have a population of people out there that are making money moves. But, and it's worked for celebrities on so many levels because most celebrities, a lot of times, you don't get your royalties when it comes to the deals that you make. Now, in today's world, people know the deal. You should know the deal. When you go into a music, any sort of contract, you should have a one-on-one aspect of what the deal is, one. And then two, you should have a business or entertainment lawyer or whatever on hand to be like, hey, how do I discuss this deal, break this stuff down to me? What does it mean? What do I get? Break it down to me, and let them get a percentage of the contract so that you ensure that you protect yourself and obviously get a reputable one. But so you're not in a position where you're getting a bad deal and you got to be like Megan Thee Stallion or Meek Mills or anybody else talking about, I've been screwed out of my contract. People have been, it's happened like that for years on end. But the beautiful thing about NFTs is when you sell one, well, every time that the NFT gets sold, you're getting a royalty check from it. It's a beautiful thing. Another form of passive income. All right. But anyways, I digress. And she says each time one of her NFTs gets resold, she makes a royalty between 10 to 15%. And in turn, she says she supports other Black artists in the NFT market like Brittany Perrier and fellow NFT success story Lana Danina. She said she also said that she supports the Black NFT Art Collective. She says, when I make a sale, I make sure that I'm giving back to the community that's giving back as well. She says, because there's a cycle of support, but I have also found quite a bit of difficulty with the NFT community as far as representation of people of color and all that good stuff. So I got to give her, nothing but love and respect for that, representing for the community. That's what it's all about. And she makes good money on her art, her physical art, and she makes great money on NFTs. And not and the article goes into not everyone does, and that's true. That's just it is what it is. Some people make a lot of money, some people don't. The NFT I bought in 2 NFTs and I've sold them because I just wanted to try it out for myself, but I found it to be interesting, but not interesting to the point where I was going to get that involved in it or whatnot. I'd have to when it comes to NFT world, I'm not into it that much, so I'll just leave it at that. But it's an interesting place. And I know it's just a space that's just going to continuously grow. We know we live in a time where not only with the NFTs, but we live in a time where people are hosting shows and events in the metaverse. This is just going to be the norm. Most people know this. Concerts are being done in the metaverse. If there's ever a shutdown again, that's just what it's going to be. This is the world that we live in, and it's just going to forever grow. No matter how much people want things to go back to quote unquote normal, what you call it's that old saying. I haven't said this in a minute. What you call sanity is what I call insane. And the world that we knew beforehand, it's just like when people love to give speeches about um, factory jobs coming back to the United States in big numbers. That's just not necessarily true. That's not coal mining being the wave of the future. That's not the way. That's just not the truth. I wish it was, because I know a lot of communities could use those jobs, but we live in a digital age. We live in a time frame where skill sets and connections matter more than any other time in the world and whatnot. Even for us introverts, we have to be able to connect with the right people in order for us to succeed in this life. All right. So on that note, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you have a great night. Just wanted to do something different, talk about two different topics, bring them all together. Because at the end of the day, a lot of great things are happening in third world countries, but 9 times out of 10, the media is not going to talk about that, because their job is just to keep a negative view on darn near everything. So I leave it at that. Don't forget to check out my online store, Larry's Anything Goes. I greatly appreciate that. And obviously, if you're a stock market investor, if you're a crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, bond investor, don't forget to check out Stash, WEBULL, Acorn, Crypto.com, Coinbase, all those platforms. You have the opportunity to make some money when you sign up and make some money when you invest. So to be the best, you got to learn to invest and stop trying to stress. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, have a good night, family. I am out.
Mike, now.